When someone mentions supercars, you generally think of vehicles powered by big V8s, V12s, and even the V16 that you would get with a Bugatti. While all of those are incredible engines, what if I told you you don't need an engine that big? Well, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking the idea of a massive engine and throwing it in the trash in favor of something small. So today, I'm going to be making a supercar using a V16. Now, generally, V16s are a very big engine, but you can make them very, very small now. 713 cc V16 is the engine that I will be working with. And of course, it's got to have the full, quad turbo setup because obviously, hypercar, supercar, you need to have those really ridiculous turbocharger setups on them. And I guess the thing that's going to really break this whole thing is I'm going to be running with nitromethane, top fuel dragster engines, because it's stupid, and this whole thing is just meant to be really stupid. I'm just having fun with this one. Alright, and here she is. The most unusable power curve in existence. Right here at the very peak, this little tiny engine makes 1,115 horsepower. The most impractical, unusable curve I have probably ever seen before. But it's a thing. We can do it. So I did it. And it has a sound. So this thing will be all-wheel drive, dual clutch, 7-speed, 287 miles an hour. Seems incredibly optimistic for this thing. I doubt it's going to ever get anywhere near that. I'll be surprised if it can break 200. Widen that out a little bit, do excessively large tires because I can, carbon ceramic brakes, all the good stuff, best of the best for these kinds of cars, ESC, launch control, good safety. Alright, $648,000, I mean, higher end of supercar territory, but it doesn't seem entirely unreasonable to me. What do we got for 2,500 pounds, 1,100 horsepower? In theory, that should be very good. But an actual performance, I don't know. Looking at this 0 to 60 of 5.2 seconds, 2,500 pounds with 1,100 horsepower, I feel like that should be closer to like 3 seconds. But we'll see what happens. So now for the fun part where I get to slap a design on this thing and then, well, I'll show you what it looks like when I have something to show you as per the usual. So it would seem that I'm stuck in some kind of like nightmare fuel producing phase because, well, this is the face that I've put on this thing so far. I guess we'll say it's in honor of spooky season and Halloween, and I guess that's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. It's Halloween, scary things. That's what this is. Halloween car. This is where I've gotten so far. It's progress. So, yeah, back to it, I guess.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, and here it is. The Nightmare Spook X4, the world's most ridiculous supercar powered by the world's smallest 16-cylinder engine. It is an car. I don't know how I feel about it at this point. When I started the design on the front, I had just rolled out of bed. It was like 8:30 in the morning and SynBrain wasn't functioning very well. But I rolled with it and I mean, it's alright. It's alright. This rear end took me so long to figure out how I wanted to do it. And I kind of just ended up settling on this. I got tired of working on it. No interior for this one at all. Nothing, zip, zilch, nada. You don't get one. Sorry. Don't feel like putting one in there. But to recap, 1,115 horsepower, 713 cc engine, 2,500 pounds, could be good in beam, but we will see. That's where we're headed to right now. Alright, so here we are in BeamNG Drive with the Nightmare Spook X4. I brought it to the automation handling circuit to see how it can do. I'm hoping and praying that it does better than the K car did, but we shall see. And like the K car, I will leave ESC on because I'm pretty sure that car had it even though it wasn't supposed to have it. But I'll go with the sport mode, shall we? Makes my life a little bit easier. Helps keep these cars in check a little bit. Because I'm driving on a controller and I am not the best driver at this game, so anything to help make things just a little bit quicker in the testing process, If I felt like hooking my steering wheel up again, that'd be a different story. I could probably get away without the ESC and stuff. But Alright, so things worth mentioning about this car. It definitely handles better than the K car did. It does not have the snap oversteer. It's not trying to kill me every opportunity it gets. Which, you know, I'm happy for. Got fantastic brakes, fantastic turn-in, and it does not have... Oh, we're gonna keep going. It does not have the 1100 horsepower. I can tell you that right now. It can't stay in the rev range high enough or long enough to utilize that top end power that it's got up there. So, essentially what I made is a 400 horsepower supercar with dreams of being an 1100 horsepower supercar. But, you know, that's alright. It adds to the hilariousness of this car, but also, I feel like this car would not drive nearly as well as it does if it actually had 1100 horsepower. Because this is really, really pleasant, actually. My lack of experience with this car is showing, and my general knowledge on this track is also lacking, but I'm getting there. Oh yeah, I just looked it up at the time. 117 for a first lap where I spun and bounced off a wall. Safe to say this thing is going to go faster than that K car. Which is good. What is that front wheel doing? I don't know what that's all about. I didn't quality spam this thing like I did the K car. It shouldn't have that much grip. Like, those tires are big, but they're not like absurdly big. But, whatever. But now, we're going to head over to the West Coast, and we are going to take it on a run down the drag strip and see what it can do there. Alright, and here we are at the West Coast USA drag strip for a quick run with the Nightmare Spook to see how this one can do in a quarter-mile run. And I think we got a wheelie out of this one, too. I'm going to have to do another haunt for this thing to see if we did, in fact, get one. My suspension is poking through the windshield. I'm sure that's not dangerous or anything. Alright, so we get an 11.7. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'll take it. So, I want to... Hey, does this thing do a wheelie as well? Yes, it does. How about that? 2 cars in a row that I've managed to wheelie off the line at the drag strip. Okay, well. There it is. Nightmare Spook X4. World's wackiest supercar. Tell me what you think. Anything you want me to make? Let me know. I'm open to suggestions. Leave a like. Maybe subscribe while you're down there. Anyway, talk to y'all next time.